We're not gonna, I know we're not gonna stand in line for 5 hours though. Chick-fil-A. You want Chick-fil-A? Please say Chick-fil-A. Okay.
Is Chick-fil-A near?
I don't know. They're in Chick-fil-A. We'll just look it up later. Oh, it's so... I don't know if it's warm. You in the hallway? You could open this because you might have some kind of luck. There's this kid? Okay, let me start over.
Tell them what happened.
Like just right now?
Yeah.
Basically, so we got like a pass to get past everyone in line, and they let like a couple of people in, but then they started letting more people in front of the pass line, and there was a lot of people, and like they weren't people that were here early. So we were just a little upset, and now we're like pretty far in the back, but we spent $50.
We spent $50 on it.
And we honestly would have been at the same spot if we just didn't mind. But it's okay, because Calpurnia is here, and you better run.
We won't be that, yeah, we're running, sprinting to the side. Wish us luck.
The stage on the side. There's gonna be so many people. It's okay though.
My crack is like that.
She had a party and nobody came. Looking around and we're all just the same. The least you could do is just tell me why. I don't think you can say that you're with me every single time. Simple minded people surrounding you for the rest of life.
We just listened to Lunar Vacation. They're very good. I love them so much. Yeah.
We had a long day.
Large.
Okay, it's like the next day because like I came back and I was like really tired and I did not feel like filming. So basically, let me tell y'all what happened. So we got there. Well, first of all, we're lost for like about like 20 minutes. And then, oh yeah, so we got there. And then there was like, it wasn't a long line, but it was like long, but not too long, you know? So we got there like in time, and we thought like we wouldn't be like the first people there. And that's what we were trying to do, like be in the front row. So then we waited for a couple of minutes, you know, as you saw in the video. Let me talk about like let's talk about Lunar Vacation. Mind you, this is my first time like hearing them. Like, okay, I listened to the music before the concert, and I listened to Calpurnia's music before the concert, and I procrastinate so much, and I listened to it the day of. So yeah, Lunar Vacation, honestly, 10 out of 10. I give it a 15 out of 10, because they were so good. Like, they were so good. They're all so talented. To be honest, I don't know their names, so you know. But if you're thinking about buying tickets to go see their concert, they're the opening act for Calpurnia. But it was still like a 10 out of 10 though. Like, it was so good. It was just so good. The main girl was singing. Her voice was like, it sounded exactly like the song.
By that, I mean like the actual song. Like, you know how you hear it on your phone? It sounded exactly like how you hear it on your phone, but it's like in real life. You feel me? Like, I don't really know how to explain it. I swear I'm not dumb. I swear. It's just like, it sounded the same texture on the song. You feel me? Bye.
Like, it was crazy, and lots of singers cannot do that, you know. And I mean, some singers can, but not all. So that really surprised me, you know. And they were just all great. The drummer was, guitarists were all like great. There's a guy, he like made the beats, and he was like using this like thing. I don't know what it was, but it was still cool, and it was just so great. Now, Calpurnia, tell me why. This is the only thing that got on my nerves. It took them so long to get on, and then there was girls screaming at the top of their lungs in my ear. Like, oh my gosh, like literally for a second point in time, like I lost my hearing. Like, I turned to my friend, I was like, I think I'm losing my hearing, and she was like, oh yeah, you are. And yeah, so then okay, so they didn't come on till 9 o'clock, and we were just like all waiting there, sitting there. My like lower back was like hurting so bad. My throat was dry. My friend asked like, do you want some water? I don't know why, but I said no. It was just really bad, and like I just did not feel good. But then I saw them come on. Like, they like finally came out because like the lights turned down, and then they finally came on, and it was just so great. It was just the best experience. And then this is my first concert, and it was great because we're like in the front row, so that was great. Like, lots of girls came for the concert for Finn Wolfhard, but like, this is just my opinion. That's not cute, but I think, like, I know Finn Wolfhard's in there, but like, if he was a soloist, I guess you can come for Finn Wolfhard, but no, it's a whole band called Calpurnia, you know. But I'm not talking to y'all who actually went there for Calpurnia. I'm talking to the people who actually just went there for Finn Wolfhard. I mean, that's not cute, but do what you gotta do. I mean, whatever, that's not my business. It was crazy. Like, literally, so I actually know their names. So Malcolm, to be honest, when I saw the album picture, I thought he was a girl. Cause I took a glance at it, I was like, oh cool, 2 girls, 2 boys. But my friend told me there's three boys and one girl. And yeah, the girl, I don't know if her name's Grace. I may be saying her name. That's maybe not her name, but we're just gonna call her Grace, and y'all know what I'm talking about if you're a Calpurnia fan. And let me be honest, like, my friend talked about Calpurnia so many times, but I was like, I told her I'll listen to them, but I never did. But yeah, I feel like, this is my opinion, they sound better in real life than on their music, and that's like crazy, you know? Because at first when I was listening to their music, I was like, this is okay, but I don't know if I'll listen to it. But then when I copped in that concert, sis was jamming, bumping, grumping. You know, I was having a good time. I was having a really good time. So, you know, downloaded the whole album on my phone. Downloaded the whole Lunar Vacation album on my phone. You already know. And yeah, it was just really great. They're just all so talented. Like, Calpurnia is so freaking talented. And then just seeing them, like, Jack, he was crazy. It was great. It was just so great. And then Malcolm was playing those drums. Let's call her Grace. Grace, she's so pretty. And, like, she has such a pretty smile. It's like, I want to be friends with her. I'll just meet them and actually be real life friends with them, you know. Finn was great. Finn looked really good. Like, he looked really good. Like, in person, like, he looks, yes, like 15 out of 10. They all look 15 out of 10, but you know, Finn Wolfhard 15 out of 10. But then this boy, like, he made so much eye contact with everyone. Like, he actually looked in the front row. That made me happy because, like, the Lunar Vacation didn't really look in the front row. I mean, I didn't see them look in the front row, so they maybe did, but, like, not too much. But him, he really paid attention. So, you know, I told my friend Millie, I told her before the concert, I told her, our goal is to make eye contact with them, okay? So then, I didn't make any eye contact with Jack, maybe Malcolm. I don't know if he was looking at me, though. He could be looking at a girl in front of me or behind me or around. I don't know. But I know Finn, I made eye contact with him like a few times. And it was great. Great moments. It was like great. And Grace, I didn't really make eye contact with her. Like, me and Millie tried getting her attention, but like, there's all these girls pushing up against us, and it was so annoying because I was like, dang, y'all, we're all in the front. It don't even matter anymore. Why are you still pushing? Why y'all still pushing? Y'all still have a nice view. So that made me really mad. They were just screaming. And then, like, to be honest, in the concert, I did not know the words, but I was still singing along, you know, trying to get a hang of it. I was really bumping. I was really real life bumping. Like, I was doing the most just to get noticed. And then it was just a 10 out of 10. Finn was great. Grace was great. Jack was great. Malcolm was great. It was just all great. And I suggest you to be in the front, because, you know, you might get their attention. And now, hopefully, Finn Wolfhard, that's the only person I know he made eye contact with me. That's, like, I hope he remembers me, and I hope he's watching this video. What's up, guys? Anyway, let me tell you about that eye contact. I like, literally, as soon as that happened, I looked at my friend, and I was like, oh my god. I was yelling. Like, a lady behind me was, like, looking at me. I was yelling at her. I was like, oh my gosh, I just fucking made eye contact with him. And then she was like, me too. I was like, that's great. And then, you know, we're all bumping to this song, you know. And then there's a minute. I'm not capping. I swear. Pinky swear. I'm not gonna swear because I don't know. I just don't feel like I should swear. But I don't. Okay, I truly feel this. Okay, I'm not saying this was like. I'm just saying it like. This happened, and I'm dead ass. Okay, I'm really dead ass. So there was like, okay, so I was like really jamming because I was like being extra because, you know, I want to be noticed, you know, stand out, you know. And I was wearing that shirt that I had on my haul. It's like yellow stripes in another video. So then I was wearing that and like the same outfit I wore on my Ramwi haul in the other video that I had, and I was like bumping my head like this. It was so funny to me. And then Finn was playing his like guitar, you know, so good. And there was a minute where he looked at me because I was like smiling while singing because I actually knew some of the words to the song actually. And then like while he's playing his guitar, he was like staring directly at me. I was staring at him, you know, gotta keep that eye contact going because, you know, fuck, this is maybe the only time I'm gonna see you, you know, fuck it. Like, and I'm usually scared of eye contact, but this time, because like attractive people do not stare at me like this, so you know, that was the first, and it just really made me feel loved, even though it was just fucking eye contact. But you know, fuck, that just made me feel some type of way. Yeah, but it would have been nice if like the other, like if Jack made eye contact, but he was like, I wouldn't say he was crazy. He was crazy, but it's not like a bad crazy. It was like a really good crazy. Like, he was really in it, and like that's like great. And like they don't like care. Like, they just look like they don't care what anyone thinks. They're just like really in the music, and it's just like great. Like, I like to see that, and I really want to see them again. But that's not gonna be till next year. That's not gonna be till next year. Hopefully they come back to Dallas, because I will be there. I will be there for sure. To be honest, if you're thinking about seeing Calpurnia, I think it's worth it. It was $20. Good price. It was really worth it, like, honestly. And then we had to pass the line and we had to pay $50. That's worth it too. Okay, at first, like, they're being like fucktards. Like, there's like people who just not it. There's hella rude people, hella. Like, they'd be pushing up against you and everything. Like, dang, what? Like, I know like we're all gonna go to the concert and everything, but that don't mean you gotta push me. The fuck? And that's not the point. Just, if you've been to a concert before, this is my first time. So, you know, my first time was like great, but it's just the people, depending where you live. I live in Texas, the Dallas area, but people rude in Dallas, like hella rude. Hella rude. And I maybe only saw about 3 black girls there, including me, so two black girls there. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.
One more thing. I just want to say, Lunar Vacation, if you're watching this, I love you. Calpurnia, if you're watching this, I love you too. Thank you for coming back for an encore. Thank you for coming back for doing 2 more songs. Y'all rock.